Alright, yes. Quick shit vid. Got a fair bit to talk about today. Obviously going to talk about yesterday's game. I'm going to leave Everton at the door a bit, because I'll talk about that tomorrow, because obviously that's on Saturday, 3 o'clock. Just want to shout out to all my subscribers again. I'll probably drop as soon as I say this, because it always seems to, every time I reach a landmark, it goes down by like 5. So I think 5 people disagree with me, but that's fine. But yeah, we're on 2,500, which is mental. So thank you for that. I'm going to look at when I started the channel just to see how many, cause you can sort of see it, whatever. Cheers. Nice one. Thank you all very much. Yesterday, I thought we dominated the game. I thought we were mint, to be fair. But there were 25 minutes of madness, weren't there, where, a brilliant game, firstly and foremost, It was a mental game, really. To be honest, it really raised my heartbeat or whatever, my heart rate, because I was all over the shop, and it really was pretty thrilling, wasn't it, to be fair. But yeah, there were 25 minutes that they had in the game, and they just took every chance they got, didn't they? Obviously, there were a couple of sloppy parts for us. That third goal I thought were really bad. I think it might have been Rodrigo just played it into the centre, and you just know it's going to fall away from us when we lose the ball in them areas when we've piled forward. It's that ball, we used to whinge about that a few months ago, like that ball into the centre where it's just played and there's nobody there. It's like as though it's just like second nature to put the ball in that area. I was buzzing for James. Mint first goal. The second goal really made me laugh, to be fair. Mings got a bit of shit off Ferdinand after that, and I think I don't like Ferdinand and I don't like Mings, so I don't really care either way. But I didn't actually think that. I thought Mings was horrible, by the way. I think he's absolutely dog shit, and I always compare him to, because he does get in the England side, and he's not better than Cooper. So he was so bad. So many mistakes. But I didn't actually think that were his mistake. I don't know who the left back is, or whoever it was. But he comes to get rid of James, and he actually does. And then the Dumbo, the other guy, comes in and pushes him the other way. So he sends James to try and get him just so that he can't win the header. Mings ain't going to win the header, but he's going to send him away so that James can't win the header. And then Numbnuts comes in, Dumb and Dumber, comes in other side, Mings being the dumber, and this other guy's dumb, comes in the other side and pushes him back into Mings, who's already holding him. And then the ball just literally drops on James's head. It was sensational. When I watched it back, but I was assuming some sort of witchcraft had gone on there, because I thought, this can't be right. Do you know what I mean? I assumed there were a foul in there or something, especially when Mings rolled in his head and that. I thought, he's such a pansy, isn't he? He's such a flannel, wet flannel. Yeah, and then off the bar as well. That puts the game away, doesn't it? It's a total different game if that strike goes in from James. I said Llorente had scored from a corner. Good, just to say again as well, buzzing for James, getting 2 goals. First goal was absolutely clinical. Looked like he'd never missed a chance in his life. So that was mint. I thought he played really well. I thought everybody played really well, to be honest. I must say, apart from Rodrigo, from Rafinha rather. I thought Rodrigo was good on ball. But yeah, I thought Rafinha, that was the worst game I've ever seen of him. But I'm leaving that at that, because there's absolutely no need to say anything about him when he's been so good for us for so long. But yeah, I said Llorente had scored from a corner, and he did. So Villa really frustrated me, rolling round. I know they always do it, but I thought maybe Gerrard coming in, they might switch that up a little bit, but evidently not. They've kept the fucking Dean Smith way, where it's just like, awful to watch, and they were just wasting so much time. Forshaw coming back was a positive, wasn't it? And he looked fine. Everyone looked knackered at the end of the game. A lot of people pulling up with cramp and that. Klitsch had it in both legs, didn't he? Which I thought, I didn't think was funny, but like with legs pronged up in proper frantic game on it. Apparently Luke Ayling had said that he were absolutely knackered at the end of the game. He was just like, yeah, it were a tough game. Rodrigo got into a bit of shit on Instagram, because he posted a photo like they always do after games. He posted a photo, and one away fan, well, our Leeds fans obviously gone away, commented just saying, why didn't you come up, you and Rafinha, why didn't you come over and sort of applaud us for travelling? Because apparently Rodrigo and Rafinha went straight down tunnel, but he commented back and he apologised for it and just said, I wasn't happy with the result, and next time I'll do the right thing, type of thing. But I don't actually mind them going straight down tunnel. I think as long as a decent portion or a few of the football, the team go over to away fans, I don't mind if a few of them there's humans out there just been in a competitive game. Rafinha didn't have the best of games. Rodrigo wanted to win. I just think, well, they all wanted to win. But I don't mind it. As long as there's no, like, tantrums getting thrown and that, I don't mind it. I remember when Fabregas did it. He used to do it quite a bit at Arsenal, and that Mertesacker used to always have a go at him, and I just thought, well, Mertesacker, big fucking Dumbo, you know. Fabregas is influencing the game, you know, trying to control the game. Ozil did it, and I know Ozil's not the best character in the world, to be fair, but I just remember a few people doing it. I don't mind it, as I say, as long as the majority of the team go over. Coutinho was excellent, to be fair. When he first half, absolutely mint. A few people saying, like, but you know, I know obviously 1 goal and an assist, but a few people said that he totally ripped us open, which by the end of the first half he had done. But initially I thought, well, he hadn't really. I thought we kept him relatively quiet, and then in that 20 minutes of madness, he obviously took over a bit. But Erling said that he struggled with him initially, and then he felt like he started to get the better of him, which, because everybody was saying in pub, you know, he got a bit leggy or whatever, or he's not, you know, not fully fit. And I thought, well, no, there's got to be something to do with what we're doing as well. You know, you don't just go from... He doesn't expend that much energy, does he? You know, none of them do. He got mauled off, you know. But he were excellent. Bielsa said that we deserved draw, but he also said that he's no idea on Bamford again. You know, like, so I can't remember exact wording, but it's impossible to say when he's back, basically, something like that. And on Bielsa, there's been talks of his replacement. So do you remember that Carlos Corberan, who was our first team coach and he was the manager at under-23s? Well, who signed for Huddersfield last year. Well, they're on about him being his replacement. And Bielsa's had, like, really, really good words to say about him. So he said, like, he respects his opinion more than his own. And that, because as soon as he came into the club, he pretty much promoted him to first team coach and under-23s manager. He said he was exceptional. He came across really well and stuff. And he's only like 38. Huddersfield are like 5th in Championship at the moment now. I'm hoping that is at least another year down the line. I'd like another year out of Bielsa, and then I'd be up for that guy, to be fair. He obviously knows the Bielsa way. Bielsa respects him. I just don't want to get a random gadget that isn't going to follow on from Bielsa, you know. And I'm sure I'll have to learn how to say his second name, Corberan, but I'm sure he'll have his own thoughts on stuff as well, but with the Bielsa way. I don't really know how Huddersfield play, to be fair. I know that they're 5th in the league. They're doing all right, but I don't know. I can't say I've watched them. You know, I don't. As soon as we come out of Championship, I vowed to never have to watch a game again. If I wished, I will, but if I have to, I won't. Which doesn't make much sense. But yeah, we're 15th, 6 points off drop. We're on the same amount of points as Brentford, who are supposedly having an absolute excellent season. So, and we've got 2 games in hand as them. We've got 2 games in hand on them. And yeah, you know, as I say, they're meant to be doing the Leeds of last season, aren't they? So, but you know, I don't know if anybody remembers, but we maintained it throughout the season, and they have not. But nobody gives a shit because they're not called Leeds United. And Phillips apparently is looking to sign a new deal, and I'm boring myself to death saying this every time I say that they're going to sign a new deal, but it only protects the club and the player, and I'm going to keep saying it so that if and when it comes to fruition, I've kept saying it. It protects the player because he gets a big payout, and it protects the club because we can bargain for more money. Because if his contract starts to run down, you know, him and Raf have only just signed a new one last year, was it? So, you know, why they're signing another one? It's purely to protect both club and player, and I'm sure they're on a little bit more money, but Leeds will get it out the other end, pull it out the other club, the other side. So it's just an agreement. Like a contract is an agreement. Yeah, so shout out to all my subscribers, all my commenters. I love you all. You're all legends. If you want to support anything, I've got a membership channel below. It's 99p a month. You get a shout out, which I know is not much, but yeah, I appreciate you. All my music links are below. All my channels. Nice one. In a bit, comment, like, subscribe. And if you don't want to, do.
You do you and I'll do me, that's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised, that's why I ask no